Hotep, and welcome back, brothers and sisters. Welcome back for another edition of Eating Healthy with Truth Seekers. We in my kitchen, as you can see, and today I'm going to prepare something for y'all. I prepared something like this the other day, tofu scramble, but today I'm doing a different spin on it. Today, instead of using spinach as I did the other day, I'm using kale. And I'm also going to add some kale beans, organic kale beans. So, let's get cracking. I got my pan over here with a little sunflower oil in it. Y'all know I always use sunflower oil or coconut oil. Okay, so I got my pan here nice and hot, ready. First things first, I got tofu over here. Organic tofu. I prefer organic. If you're going to use tofu, use organic. Because as I said before in other videos, tofu is one of the most highly modified foods in the country. So make sure you use organic. This is super firm organic tofu. I have it already seasoned with a little turmeric, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, and I have some chipotle bacon season in here too. And I have a little bit of vegan chicken bouillon powder. So I'm going to put this into my pan. And I want to toast this up because I wanted to get a nice little toast to it, a nice little crisp to it. This one, unlike the one I used the last time, is not already toasted. The one I had the last time was toasted already. I got that from a different supermarket. I couldn't find it at the supermarket I went to, but this one is just as good. So I'm going to toast this up. And let's toast this up in here. Okay, because we want it to get a nice texture. The more you let it cook, the more you toast it or however, it gets a more meatier texture. So I wanted to get that nice meaty texture. So I'm just gonna stir this around in my pan, and that's my computer going off in the background. That battery is letting me know it's charged. Hold on one second, let me turn that off. Okay, so let's let this get a nice little toast. I got my fire down a little past medium. So I don't have a high fire. As a matter of fact, let me turn it up just a pinch more. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, today I'm making tofu scramble, but I'm going to put a spin on it from how I did it the other day. Remember guys, in the other video when I did the tofu scramble, spinach scramble, I told y'all it was my first time doing it. I actually had some in New York. A friend of myself, we went down to a vegan smoothie cafe, and that's what I had. And I said, this is pretty good, but I know I can make it. So, you know, when I came home, because I knew I had some tofu, I said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and make it. But as I said also in the video, I think that was kale. That wasn't spinach. So I went and got some kale, just like I said I was. But this time, I'm going to add the kale beans, organic beans here too. So this is going to be a nice, filling meal. And everything I'm using is organic. And everything is basically alkaline. As I told y'all in the last video I did, we need to start eating in a way where we don't combine things that can cause us, you know, indigestion, heartburn, stomach problems. That comes from mixing wrong foods. You understand what I'm saying? When I decided to make the switch and become a vegan, I didn't just say, okay, I'm going to become a vegan and that was just it. No, I actually took the time to do some research and study, on food. And why is it important, or why would it even be more beneficial for me to become a vegan, and to eat more vegetation. So when I'm speaking to you, know that I'm speaking about things that I've actually taken the time to research. And although I'm not a master, I'm not an herbalist, I'm not a nutritionist, okay? I'm just a regular person, okay? I enjoy cooking and I like eating healthy, and I want to share it with you guys because, like I said, consciousness is not about what we know as far as history or as far as know thyself is concerned, knowing ourselves. Consciousness to me is also about how we take care of our body. This look like eggs, right? Yeah. See, the other one I had, the other tofu, it had a nice little toast to it. And that was pretty good because that gave it a real meaty texture, a real meaty flavor, taste, or whatever have you. So, we got to start, paying attention to what we eat and how we eat certain things. I know a lot of people probably sit back and say, well, damn, you got to take a class nowadays to eat food. Nah, it's not that. It's just that, see, back in the days, our ancestors and, people during earlier times, they just knew. They just somehow had a sense, and the food wasn't being tampered with the way our food is being tampered with nowadays. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I watch some of these videos here on YouTube where they show you exactly how food is being made. Hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? This is my peppermint tea in the background. I told y'all I keep a pot of peppermint tea on because I like to drink peppermint tea during the day. So that's coming to a boil. Let me turn that down. And now back to the scramble. But the food was not being tampered with back in the days. Everything was organic. You understand what I'm saying? We didn't need pesticides. I don't know why the hell the government, the FDA, ever decided that we needed to use pesticide on our food in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? I understand, keep away the bugs and this and that. Shit, bugs always ate the food. You know what I mean? If you grew up in the South like I did for part of my childhood, or if you've ever just had a picnic, a cookout, you probably done ate a gnat before, maybe a fly, because if you eating outside, that's what's going to happen. Bugs are going to come. They're going to try to eat your fucking food. So, back in the days, the earlier times, you didn't really have that problem. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have nobody tampering with your food. Now we got everybody, the government, FDA. Well, shit, FDA, that's the damn government, really. Okay? We ain't have nobody tampering with our food and telling us, oh, we need to do this to the food and we need to do that to the food. So, yeah, one could just eat meat and not really worry about it so much. But as I've said before, our people, although melanated people, African people, ate meat, they didn't eat meat it was not a regular part of their diet. Yeah, they ate meat, but it was more of a thing where it was done during times of festivity or festival, harvest. It was more done during time of rituals. And meat was something that the richer people mostly ate. Okay? So, meat wasn't a daily part of the diet. Our people, African people, black people, were more herbivorous than carnivorous, as I'm always telling you guys. And there was just a different way that we ate back then. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the time, if you look at any type of old movie, okay, I think this has a nice little toast to it. All right. So, because it's going to cook more anyway, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and add these veggies. Now, in this cup, just like last time, I have chopped up stuffed olives, stuffed with pimentos. And I have chopped up organic cherry tomatoes. I have chopped up onion. I have chopped up red and green bell peppers. And I'm going to put this in here because we want to saute these down real good too. So I'm going to put that in there and let it cook all down with the tofu. All right, I better turn this down a little bit more. Okay, that's good. So this is going to be a real hearty meal because I got my vegetation, my veggies in here, my peppers and onions and stuff. And I'm also going to take a garlic and I'm going to put about 2 garlic cloves in here too. Because you know garlic, that's one of nature's, I say, heal all, because garlic has so much properties. But like I was saying, you know, earlier time it was different. Even if we look at a movie, a cowboy movie, or any type of movie that's supposed to be based around ancient times, you didn't really see people, you know, eating mixtures of multiple, you know, like potatoes and tomatoes and corn and beans and all of these things, you know, nuts and fruits all mixed up together the way we eat things now today. It's incorrect. And then because a lot of us are not paying attention or just don't know, because if you don't know, what can you do? You don't know. But this is why a lot of us are coming up with all of these problems. You know, cases of what you call acid reflux, problems with our stomach, situations where our stool may be always loose and not firm because we're not putting the right things in our bodies and we're mixing things inappropriately. You know, who thought of putting a fucking orange and walnuts on salad? Mixing fruits with vegetables is wrong. You should not mix fruits with vegetables. Certain things are alkaline, certain things are acidic. And alkaline and acidic should not be mixed together. How our ancestors just knew, I don't know, they just knew. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, that's why when we watch a lot of older movies, or movies that's supposed to be set around the earlier days, you saw people, what? They went out and they fished, they caught fish, they came back and they ate fish. And fish was the meal. That was it. It wasn't no fish and, oh, I need some potatoes on the side. I need some macaroni and cheese on the side. I need a piece of apple pie on the side. I need a tall Coca-Cola, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. It wasn't all of that. You know, they ate fish. If they were going to eat berries, they ate berries. You understand what I'm saying? Now we just mixing everything and then we can't figure out what the hell is wrong with our bodies. What's wrong with our systems? And as I keep saying, black people, our structure is different. I do not care about someone feeling some kind of way. Oh, what you're saying sounds racist. It sounds biased. I don't care about that. If you know anything about genetics, if you take time to read or study genetics just a little bit, then you too will know that our molecular structure, our genetics, we are different. That's science. That has nothing to do with how I feel personally about any one person, any race or whatever have you. That's science I'm speaking. So, so here we go. Y'all see I put the veggies in here. And it's still cooking, so that means it's still getting that nice little toast to it. And what I want to do, not just yet, but in a minute, as a matter of fact, let me put y'all on pause for a minute and get my garlic and come right back. We'll be back, okay? Looking good so far, though, right? All right, so now we back, and let me add in some garlic. So I got a fresh piece of garlic clove in here. Let's chop it up over here. I'm going to do another one. Oops. Let me grab another one. Put this one in here. Okay. Yep, that's it. So I got my fire down medium right now. And you know, like I was saying to you guys, listen, we got to start paying attention to what we eat, because contrary to popular belief, old age doesn't make you sick. Being sick makes you old. And you can reverse that by just simply taking better care of ourselves. I know a lot of people, you know, have this attitude that, well, it don't matter, you know, we all gonna die from something. Or I know people that eat like rabbits and they still wind up getting sick and having all kind of ailments. I understand that way of thinking. I do. And I've heard it many a times. But at the same time, look at the numbers. The numbers don't lie. You look at somebody like Cicely Tyson. Have you seen Cicely Tyson lately? This woman is 96 years old. 96, damn near 100. God bless her. The gods are truly blessing her. Okay? And she looks fabulous. She has all her faculties. I mean, even Baba Dick Gregory, he's passed on. He's with the gods now, you know. But even him at 84, 85, his skin was regal, you know, and he had all his faculties. Cicely Tyson, like I said, you look at this woman, one would never know this woman is going to soon to be 100 in a few more years. And she looks stunning. I couldn't believe it when I saw her on Oprah Winfrey about a year or two ago. That was a year or two ago, and I believe at that time she was 96. So she's got to be like 97, 98 now. And she looks fabulous. So, you know, what I'm saying is this. This whole Western civilization attitude, way of thinking, the way we think, you know, our ideologies and our behaviors, they're all incorrect. They're not conducive to the genome or the makeup of the melanated body. That's what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? And you don't have to believe it. All you got to do is take a few minutes to look it up. You will see. And, I mean, just think about it. Do you really think that they was ever going to teach us how to eat to live? You understand what I'm saying? To have longevity. They're not trying to help us live longer. So our doctors or nutritionists at the clinics or the hospitals, wherever we go for our health care, have never told us any of these things because they don't want us to know. And a lot of doctors don't know it themselves. Just like a lot of doctors, dentists, don't know that fluoride is bad for your teeth. It ain't good for your teeth. Sodium fluoride fucks up your teeth. And it's bad for your whole system. Okay, so now that we have this toasted, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in some organic chicken broth. Yeah. Cooking stock. Chicken cooking stock. Okay, so I'm going to pour some of this in here. All right. And then I'm going to take my kale over here, which is already cut up and cleaned. And I'm going to throw my kale in here. Let's put some kale up in here. Get that on top. You know, this kale is going to cook down. Kale is going to cook down and, you know, cook down into damn near nothing. Y'all know how kale, spinach, collard greens. You start out with the pot of collard greens looking full. Don't think you can get any more in there. And cover it up and come back in about 5-10 minutes. That pot that was full just 5 minutes ago is now looking like it ain't enough to fill 1.5 people, 2 people. 1.5 people, right? What's that? What, 1 adult and 1 little person, 1 little kid. So anyway, you know, I'm putting this kale in here now. And this is going to cook down, like I said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here. I got the chicken broth in there. And we're going to add the beans in here. Don't forget about the beans. So, you know, like I said, this is going to be a nice, hearty, healthy meal. And just so you know, it's all alkaline. Okay, all of it. The kale, the beans, the vegetables I'm using, all alkaline. Okay, so the only thing that may not be alkaline, I'm not sure about, and I'm not even gonna lie, is the olives. Excuse me, I really don't know what part of the scale olives fall under. Does it have a pH balance of 8 through 9, or is it below 7? Because you know anything below 7 is acidic. Anything above 7 is alkaline. So we always want to try to look for foods and vegetables that are above 7, have a pH balance above 7. 7, 7.5 and higher. Take mental note of that, brothers and sisters. And now what I'm going to do before I cover this is I'm going to sprinkle on here some nutritional yeast, of course. Nutritional yeast. This is like the seasoning of all vegans, vegetarians. This is very high in vitamin B12 and a plethora of other vitamin Bs. Okay, so we got you got your vitamin B12, you got your zinc, you got your niacin, you got your riboflavin, and you got B1, B2, just a whole bunch of B vitamins in here, which is really good. So I'm gonna put some of this, I'm gonna sprinkle some of this on top of here like that. Let's get a nice little healthy amount in there. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna soon need some more of this. Okay, and I'm gonna also take a little bit of Bragg's organic 24 herb spice seasoning. So sprinkle some of this on here. Love this stuff. This is all dehydrated vegetables. Red pepper. Let me see. It's got let's see. What is it in here? What's the ingredients? Ingredients. Okay, ingredients. So we got rosemary, onion, garlic, thyme, red bell pepper, carrot, tomato, black pepper, Bragg organic extra virgin olive oil, parsley, oregano, lemon peel, apple cider. Oh yeah, apple cider. I wanted to pour a little bit of apple cider on here too. I'm not done yet. I was just reading some of those ingredients to y'all. Let you guys see and hear what's in there. So this stuff is really good, guys. Get some of this. It's really good. It costs about $3.50, $4 a bottle, but it's worth it. The value, the nutritional value you get from it is worth it. You got to put into your body what's good because this is your body. This is your temple. Even though we are not bodies, we are souls in bodies. You understand what I'm saying? Souls housing bodies. Using our bodies as a house or a refuge or whatever. And now I'm going to take some of this. That was just now some garlic powder I sprinkled on it. But I'm going to take some of this liquid aminos. I'm going to pour some of this on here like this. Get a little bit of that in there. Okay. That's that. Now let me give this a turn here. Yeah, I fell in love with this stuff, y'all, man. I tried this, like I said, when I was up in New York, visiting my family just a week or two ago. Me and my friend went down to that spot, and I had this scramble, and I fell in love with it. And I said, this is pretty good and simple to make. I can make that. The hardest part about making this is chopping up the vegetables, and that's not hard. I know some people don't like chopping. They don't really like cooking. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. To each his own. To each his own. And a lot of people may shy away from an organic or vegetarian, vegan lifestyle because it does seem like preparing the meals are so much more time consuming and tedious, tiresome. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, I can see how people would think like that because it does involve a lot more, mixing and cooking and just things that I was always a cook. I always loved to cook, but see how that's withering down? Look at that. Well, y'all already knew that was going to happen, okay? So, but I'm just saying. See how that withered down? But that's cool. I got a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and put the rest in here. But yeah, that's cool. To each his own. Everybody isn't born to be a cook. Everybody not born to be a chef. Everybody ain't born to want to cook. Shoot. If I had somebody in here cooking for me, I wouldn't be doing all this cooking either. But I happen to enjoy it, and I know what I like. I like things prepared a certain way. You understand what I'm saying? I like time and love to be put into the food. Some people just slap shit together and throw it on the plate. Eat that. Nah, I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. I need some love in my food. You understand what I'm saying? Take some time to prepare my meals. So that's what I do. When I'm preparing my own meals, of course, it's my own meals. It's for me. Or even if I'm preparing a meal for anybody, that's what I do. So, this is all looking good. And I still got to add the rest of this kale. Let me add that before that all cooks up completely. So let's go ahead and add the rest of this kale in here. It's not a lot that I have. I could shred up some more, but I'm not going to do that because I'm going to add the beans. Okay. I'm going to hold off on putting any more seasoning or the rest of the stock. I'm going to hold off on that because I'm going to come on right now and I'm going to get my beans ready. And I'll be back and then we'll add the beans. And then we'll be ready to go ahead and plate up and eat. Okay, so now I will be back. Okay, let's add these beans real quick. Before this cook down too much. Alright? Now, you don't have to add beans to this. You can make this dish just like it is. I'm adding beans because I love beans. And this is going to be a high fiber, protein packed meal. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, brothers and sisters. I don't really know, and I don't really think, because if we talking and we keeping it real, someone would probably say you shouldn't add the beans and all of that. But, you know, since I have not actually looked into that, I'm not going to, you know, focus on that or worry about that. What I know, I do something about. I try my best to do something about and improve how I deal with or handle that particular situation. As far as these beans are concerned, I do not know. But now the beans are added in there. This kale, I need this kale to cook down some more anyway, because y'all know kale. Kale can be tough. If you don't let kale cook down, ooh baby, it's like going outside eating a leaf off the tree in your backyard. Alright, so now I'm going to add just some more of this broth in here. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this. Let's put a little more of this amino. And I'm going to tell you so. Okay, that's good. Right. And I am going to put this on a nice little simmer. Let this all simmer down together for just a few minutes. But I'm not going to keep you guys here with me because actually that is it to the meal. As I said, you don't have to add beans. You can just simply make the scramble. Because when I had it, it didn't have beans. Beans are just something that I came up with just today as I was preparing to make this meal. And I said, you know what, let me try it. You don't know what you're going to like until you try something. I like beans, I like greens. So, you know, and it's not like I've never had beans and greens on the same plate before. Cannellini beans are a very good source of fiber. So that means that this meal right here is going to be very filling because, as you know, fiber fills you up. Or it gives the impression that you're full. That's why fiber is a very good dietary supplement. If you're trying to lose weight, you should eat a lot of things that are fiber-induced, fiber-based. And now that's it, y'all. That is my meal. You want to know how it tastes? Hit me up. Ask me. Okay, send me a comment. I'll be glad to share it with you and tell you. But on this note, I'm going to let this simmer. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let this simmer down. I'm just going to put this on pause. And then I will come back and let y'all see the finished product. Well, this is basically finished right here. But I will come back and do a taste test, and then that will be the end of this video cooking session. Okay, so on that note, I will be back one more time. Okie dokie. Let's see now. Take my phone off of here. Put my phone up here. Alright, so now this is about done. I'm just going to do a little quick taste test right here. Let you guys see me taste it. I don't want you guys to be thinking I'm just up here cooking stuff and she don't even eat the shit she cook. Why she man want us to eat it? You know somebody always got something to say. That's why I love y'all, man. Y'all always got something to say. Somebody said that just now. I can tell. Alright, here we go. You know what? It actually is kind of good. It is good. I added just the right amount of seasonings. The beans go well with the greens. Beans and greens. Come on now. If you black, you know about some beans and greens. Succotash and stuff like that. I got a cooking channel up here on YouTube called In the Kitchen with Keep It Real Neil. And I made some collard greens and red beans in my pressure cooker. Most of that was when I was still eating meat. Okay? Now listen, before I get up out of here, understand this, guys. I'm not here to try to tell nobody that, oh, you need to be a vegan and y'all need to do this and y'all need to do that. Look, that ain't what I'm here to do. I'm not here to do any of that, okay? That's not really my, you know what I'm saying? That's not my purpose. I'm just here to simply say that we need to start eating healthier. We need to start eating things which are conducive with our genetic structure, our genetic makeup. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Incorporate healthy eating into your diet. That's all I'm saying. Don't eat fried foods every damn day. You shouldn't really eat fried foods. You understand what I'm saying? When I do fry, I try to fry it in coconut oil. You understand what I'm saying? It used to be olive oil until I learned that you should not heat olive oil. Olive oil should not be used for cooking because once olive oil is heated to a certain degree, it loses all of its nutritional value and it can actually become harmful to you. So I no longer cook in olive oil, so now I use perfectly coconut oil and sesame oil. Sometimes I do mix it with vegetable or canola oil. You know, coconut oil and those kind of oils and things are so expensive. Listen, this kind of eating is expensive. I know. Already, since I've gone vegan, I've probably spent, I would say, over $100 more than usual. Okay? But, you know, it tastes good. I feel good. And that's the main thing, is that I feel good. You understand what I'm saying? And I just want you to feel good. That's all. So, this has been another edition of Eating Healthy with Truth Seekers. As always, may the razor rod continue to shine down on you and bring peace and prosperity into your life. Not blessings, peace and prosperity. We don't want no parts of that man's so-called blessings if we can help it, because we know that his blessings are not really blessings. They were actually set up to curse us. Learning the etymology of words. I'm not going to talk about that now, but you know, just stay blessed. I mean, stay prosperous, brothers and sisters. Not for you, for the babies. As always, be sure to check out my other content, my other playlists up here, where we can gain the mental knowledge. Okay, this is to gain the eating healthy knowledge. All right. So on that note, I'm gonna say Ashe.